Hey everybody, DeLong Shot Signatures here. This is episode 16 of my TTM returns, and I got back 5 successes to end this week. Initially thought I had 4 and that they were all hockey, but ended up finding a 5th one. I had to go to the auto shop to get my car because I was having some battery issues, and when I got home I noticed that there was a package on the front or by the front door that I hadn't seen when I came home from work. Did some overtime today, and so I was like, all right, what's this? I didn't remember ordering anything, and it had my name on it, but that was an additional return that I'll share at the end. But we'll start off with the 4 hockey returns. First one is a 3 of 3 success on some 90s NHL cards. These came back in about 1,400 days, so roughly 3.5 to 4 years of a wait for this one. But this is coming back from former defenseman Tommy Albolin. So sign these nicely in blue. Completely forgot I ever even sent to him. But those came out really, really nice. Not sure if the address that I sent to still works, considering he held on to it that long. Maybe he moved or just forgot about it. But cool to get those for the early 90s sets. And then I got some for modern sets. Or the second return that we have here is a 5 of 5 from former NHL player Bobby Ryan. I believe he was a right winger for most of his career. He was the second overall pick in 2005, I think it was. Had a very, very promising start to his career. Just a fantastic goal scorer. Really, really tough player. And then I think some injuries started to take place. He signed a real big contract with Ottawa and really struggled with his production towards the end of his career. And he left the game at one point to enter the player assistance program. Turns out he was struggling with alcohol abuse. And in his first home game back, after recovering, he scored a hat trick, which he had not done in a very long time prior to that. So it was a very, very awesome moment for him, obviously for his recovery and his return to the game. I think he played 1 or 2 more seasons. I know he played with the Red Wings right at the end of his career. So it was a lot of, what could have been with him. But scored over 200 goals. I think he had like 600 points in his career, 800 plus games played. He won the Bill Masterton Trophy for the 2019-2020 season, which is when he returned after the player assistance program. So very, very awesome to get this return. I sent to a P.O. box in California, but I believe it said it was returned from Nashville. I think he's moved. So I'm not sure if that address will work going forward. Another modern player on a modern card return here. This is a 1 of 1 success from Dallas Stars defenseman Miro Heiskanen. Heiskanen has been a solid defensive player for the Stars. I want to say he was the 3rd overall pick. I don't remember what year. 2015, 2016? Might have been 2017. I'll have to look again. But he has been a solid defensive player, and he's able to set up plays, get assists. He's almost a point per game this season. He's not a big goal scorer. I think he's only topped 10 goals once, but he has the ability to do that multiple times over. Just a very, very skilled player. I think he was 2nd in the league last year in defensive point shares. Hockey Reference has a stat on that. So he was one of the best defensive players out there on the ice. So I saw a couple people on Sports Card Forum had gotten him, and I've really liked following his career. So I said, I've got a card. Why not? Let's give it a shot. And very happy to get that one. The last modern hockey return that we got here is on some photos. Got a bunch of stuff printed out at the start of this season. Haven't had too much luck, but I did get this back in. This is a 2 of 2 success from Lane Peterson. So the main reason I sent to him was because he played with the San Jose Sharks last year, and I think the Canucks either signed him or picked him up off waivers, but he was claimed off waivers today by the Columbus Blue Jackets. So he is no longer with the Canucks. Not sure when or where he sent it. He might have been going to the AHL or was already in the AHL, and there was like a transaction or something moving him up and down. So I'm not sure if he was in Vancouver when this was sent out. But cool to get regardless. He hasn't played very much in the NHL. I think he's only played 11 games this year. But that was a nice return to get. Always cool to get someone in a Sharks uniform to sign. So I thought that was going to be the end of the video. But like I said, found a package at the front door, opened it up, and got a really cool success. This is a 3 of 2 plus some goodies from women's basketball coach for Stetson, Lynn Bria. So sent to her at the start of the season, and she's coached at Ohio, Central Florida, now Stetson, and then Division II Texas Women's University. And I think I mainly got her because I've had really good luck with Stetson coaches. So I was like, all right, I'll send to their basketball program. And so that worked out. She also included this unsigned team poster of the players and their schedule. So that was pretty cool. And they are known as the Hatters. So it was really awesome of her to add to my hat collection and send me this, which she also signed on the underside of the brim. So very cool. Almost knocked the camera over. Very cool of her to do that. Obviously didn't have to. Always glad to get a success no matter what it is. But when people go above and beyond, I always feel like that's really special. And I feel like they all somehow know that like I'm really big into hats, and I don't say that anywhere, but I've gotten quite a few hats through this hobby. So that's really cool to get, and it's really fitting considering they are the Stetson Hatters. So that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.